Hi there, my name is Samuel, and today we're going to take a look at the set 70724, the NinjaCopter, which does contain 516 pieces, 4 minifigures, and this was released in 2014, and this did originally retail for £50, $60, so that'd be about €55 somewhere in the middle. And yeah, this video I'm actually filming on the day because this is just one that I kind of just haven't got around to filming. But yeah, this honestly is quite a nostalgic set. I guess it was one of the first ones, I think. I do believe it is in that first category. There you can see that and there you can see the minifigures, which honestly are amazing. This version of Zane is just such a fabulous figure. Honestly, it is so good. The detailing is absolutely just incredible. It was a really good figure. Though I always say, as I said in another one, he should have the body and face should be printed with that version of Zane. And then we have the little Ninjagoid vehicle, which, as you can most probably see, if I worked it out right in the thumbnail, I should have edited that out, which that would be better. Because I need to get some translucent parts, but it looks much better like that. And yeah, honestly, this is a really awesome set. One of my favourite rebooted, I think. Is it? I guess no, the little one's my favourite Juice 3. This might be my second over the temple, because, yeah, there's a bit of a nightmare. These wings do fall off a bit, and that's hard to get positioned right and some things. I guess there's a few more issues, but this still, nevertheless, is an incredible set. And also, we get Pixal, literally the only classic Pixel. Why can't we get any more? Seriously. Anyway, let's look at these incredible minifigures. So, starting off with the minifigures, of course, we have Zane, but this is his battle damaged version, which, like I said, technically, it doesn't make sense, because when he has got that torso printing is when Pixel has sort of saved him, and that's what, well, no, actually that's when he's saving Pixel, getting one of his parts removed to save her, and then that face is really when it falls off. But then again, that would be pretty dark if they gave him that, because it literally would be a half Zane when he gets destroyed at the end, which still a great see. But yeah, take a look at the actual minifigure. The detailing is incredible. The weapons are really good too. These are two of the best duo minifigures, just in a set that are both exclusive and really good. You can see, of course, we have the Techno Blade, which I really like. I get they're the most accurate thing, but still, I think they're really good. It would be great to see them return. But then you can see the Falcon, which honestly is really cool. It'd be great to get that in titanium. And yeah, I think that is really good. And yes, we saw it again in a Master of the Mountain, so potentially it's coming back. Maybe it's a bit more of a good, a bigger role. But there you can see the printing, which honestly, that is just such a great printing. And doing a bit of a comparison here, if we look at the body printing, it's great how accurate it is. Because it's even got the little lines and how everything accurately would be if it all got folded, which honestly is absolutely incredible. I really like this body printing. It is just such a well done minifigure. By far one of the best Ninjago figures I think ever. I really like the look of it, and there you can sort of see it from the back, which honestly is super incredible. You can see the printing there, which just, oh, it's such a well done minifigure. It is one of my favourite Ninjago minifigures, I have to admit. It is so good. And then if we look at the back of the head, you can see that he has this broken detailing, which is pretty awesome. And if we again, you can have another look at the body printing there, which honestly, just the arc reactor or whatever he has inside of him is really cool. And there you can see his body printing again, which is great. And yeah, there is his face again, which honestly, I really like his face print. It looks so cool. We've got the robotic panel in here. A bit of a fade mark, I guess, where over the edge it's kind of got worn over time. But then there, you can see his face, which honestly is great just in compared to that version. You can sort of get what I mean. But they did do a reversion of this when they did the rebooted tournament Zane in the other set, which is pretty awesome. But I have to admit, I still prefer this one. It's more classic and more accurate. And then moving on to a Pixel, which honestly, we need another minifigure of her. The hairpiece needs to be done in I guess, this, and her weapon actually. That's the silver, the hair color it needs to be, but then we actually just need a better version of her. You can see her face print looks a bit faded, but that is what her printing looks like on the front and the back, which honestly, just such a great minifigure. There's her angry, controlled overlord face, which is pretty cool, and there is her normal happy face, which is pretty awesome again. And there you can see the body printing, which is pretty awesome. And she does have this weapon, which I don't know, is it accurate? I'm not really sure. And that hairpiece is which is pretty cool. And taking that off there, you can see her without it, which again, really good minifigures, and it's great. Honestly, these figures are so good because they're both exclusive to set, and yeah, they're honestly amazing, and I need to stop talking about them now. Well, it's great, but I actually looked at the minifigures. It's lucky because I actually had the wrong body on the one here on over the left. I had the same, so oops, apologies if you noticed that in the thumbnail and everything. But yeah, there you can see that, which honestly I think is great. The minifigures are great, and that one is technically exclusive due to the little pack on his back, which is pretty cool. But just taking a look at them, we've seen these quite a few times at this point. I've done a fair amount of rebooted things, and just removing that, you can see they've literally got the same face print. And yeah, I think they're pretty cool. I like the printing there with the silver, and there you can see it on the back, and there you can see that one with the tubing. I prefer the one on the left, and that one's back printing. What we can do is quickly just remove that, and these are generally harder to get off, but actually they come off really easy. There you can see that, which is pretty awesome. I like the back printing there, but yeah, that is what they look like, which honestly I think are pretty cool. This has some cool weapons, and then this one's weapons are on its glider, which honestly looks really awesome. I like the fact that they use these 8 plates, which I remember I always thought were introduced in Lego Movie or somewhere like that, or maybe that was one of the first times I got it. But yeah, honestly, this is a great little build. Like, I really like the look of that, and yeah, it's quite simple. You just know what it looks like. Oh, that is one issue that I've had. You'll see that it actually connects to the other one, and it pops off so often. It's kind of a pain when it does that, but there you can see that, which honestly looks pretty cool. There you can see this printed element, which looks really cool. I was just looking at the offside a photo of this set, just because I've realized there's actually something else that you can do, which is interesting. There you can see that, which is pretty cool. You have a little weapon, so that is what you can put in his hands, and then you can attach into the glider, which I think is pretty awesome. And then what you can do is, so you have this other weapon, right, and this of course is for the other Ninja. You can put them sitting in there, which is pretty cool. Like, you can see what this looks like. It's got the wings, which are pretty cool in the purple color scheme. You have this printed element, which looks cool, and that is what pops off. And what you simply do is, which this doesn't exactly make sense, but you literally pop it on like that, which I don't get. Why would you do it like that? It doesn't really make sense. Like, why? Because it looks a bit awkward, and I guess it's not too top heavy. But what you can do, if you didn't want to add this minifigure here, or it got destroyed, you can pop him on the back, which looks pretty awesome, I have to admit. There you can see that without that. So yeah, I think this is pretty nice, I have to admit. I like the look of this, and I think these blades I might have actually stolen a while ago from the one with Lloyd, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that is what it looks like, which honestly I think it looks pretty great. There you can see that like printed one, which I really have messed it up. I have got to buy so many new stickers for these sets, like I've said before, but yeah, that's what it looks like, which honestly is quite nice. You've got the wings here on either side, and yeah, I think this is genuinely a really nicely built thing. You can see we've got the 4 engines, and then we got the back and the front piece, which honestly is really good. And then there you can see that folded up, which is really nice. So yeah, I really like this build. Honestly, I think the side builds for, I don't know what it is, but for the rebooted ones, they added, I guess, quite a lot more parts to the sets. But to me, it wasn't wasted at all. It was like, yeah, they added more stuff to the set, but it just seemed a lot nicer. But there you can see that, which is really awesome. Now let's take a look at the NinjaCopter itself. So taking a look at the actual NinjaCopter itself, you can see that there is this massive like fan rotor in the middle, which this is all linked by quite a lot of Technic gears inside of here. You can sort of see them if we moved it up in there. You can sort of see the gears, which this is sort of a pain, because what it is, when you do it, you have to align that perfectly. That you can sort of do crookedly, but it's fine because it's on a Technic part. But to get it to all go straight perfectly, I had it straight earlier, but it's just really difficult and awkward. And then you can see at the back, this doesn't want to quite like sit level, and wow, that really looks like a TIE fighter or a TIE bomber, doesn't it? Well, I'm really sorry if that's not gonna get stuck in someone's mind, but yeah, honestly, it's a pain, but it looks really good. I like the fact that it's kind of different, arched again. Clearly, I prefer these arched vehicles, sort of like the Mora Dragon. It's just something completely different, which literally, this is all just been held on by this top part, which honestly is really awesome. But yeah, looking at the fan in there, you can see it's a massive golden wheel, and the black blade, which is separate of that. You can spin it if you want to, which that is pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, I prefer not to. You can see that there's some like Technic in there. See where it goes. A bit ugly, I guess, if it's on show, but it doesn't really bother me that much. It doesn't show there, and those black pins do stick out a bit, but hey, it is what it is. You have these cannons on the side, which honestly are pretty awesome. I like the look of them. With the lightsaber blades, they are a bit of a pain. These, though, are an utter pain. For some reason, I don't know what it is. These just never stick in. They honestly, I've had so many just incidences where it's kind of just popped off, and it's like, why? And now look, you can see it doesn't want to go in, and I'm not going to cut until I get it in, because you need to just see, there we go, like how fiddly this can be. And then you end up popping the stud shooters out. It's honestly a right nightmare. And if we move the camera up, you can see that is how you get the like stud shooters in, which of course I mean flip fire missiles. I keep getting it wrong, honestly. Stud shooters, just so used to saying that in this day and age. But there you can see the print on top, the sticker, which honestly I think looks really cool. I like the look of it. You can see like we have like the little vent and everything, which looks really cool. You can then see we have the little flip fire missiles on the back, and yeah, I think this is a really nice looking build. I have to admit, it does just look quite nice and simple, pretty accurate, but again, it is a nightmare keeping it on there. You can see that here. And then we have these, which the idea is that you flick these. And Jay, I've actually flicked them for once without hurting myself, because, well, that's just genuinely how those things go, which honestly I really like the look of this. I think that sticker looks really nice up there. And then we got this one, which honestly looks really cool. I really like this sticker, which again is pretty awesome with like Zane's logo. So that's what I mean. It's sort of like the Techno Blaze new, like the Ninja's elements is what I was trying to say earlier, which I think I did mess up trying to say that and explain it. But yeah, and that's what it looks like going long ways, which honestly looks really nice. You can see down here at the bottom we have these golden rods parts, which are pretty cool, the blades, which are in so many sets, and these honestly just fall off so many times. They kind of overhang on my shelf, and it just barely fits on my shelf. Honestly, it's kind of a nightmare. You've got that one again, and that one, which I guess there's not as much like hair and fluff underneath it, which honestly I'm so annoyed like how I actually managed to do that. It's just annoying. But there you can see the cannons again on the side, and that sticker again, which is pretty nice. I have to admit, I like the look of that. And then moving on over to the top of this build, you can see that we have this, which I have to admit I think looks pretty nice. You can see that we have this here, which, moving on to the top there, you can see that, which honestly is really nice. I think the top of it looks really cool there. You can see straight down. And then, of course, down here, we have this like little cage prison, because who wouldn't have one that's openly right here near the gears and super dangerous? But then again, the Ninjoids, they kind of just destroyed them, because there's no point of, like, yeah, because they're just not real beings exactly. They're robot beings. But there you can see that, which honestly fits pretty well. It actually fits Pixel. There's quite a lot of headspace for characters with larger hair. It actually works really well. There you can see the cogs down there, which honestly I think look pretty cool. There you can see that again. And yeah, that looks really nice. You can see that we have like the bars and all like the electricity and whatever that is running at the back, which again is pretty cool. I like the look of that. You can see that we have the SMO5, which is pretty nice. You have these like tail fins, which again, like I said, looks like an X-Wing or a TIE bomber. I mean, a TIE fighter. I don't know why I said X-Wing, because I don't know why I said that one. But then you can see that we have this sticker, which is pretty nice with the vent detailing. Then we have this one that says danger on this like side stud launcher cannon, which is good. I mean, a rubber missile launcher, I believe. Well, I'm not even thought about these for a while, but there you can see that sticker with the electricity logo, which is pretty cool. And there again, you can see it from that side. And these like little thrusters up here, which is pretty cool. There's quite a bit of technique. There's a bit of a hole there, which I have to admit I really like the look of. And moving this to that side, you can see that sticker there again, which is pretty cool. And there's a couple golden katanas for like Pixel or Zane, even though that's more Kai's weapon. And there you can see like the cross sticker, and then the emergency warning one, which is pretty awesome. And then there's also two like stud shooters, oh my days, flick fire missiles at the top, which honestly looks absolutely incredible. And that is it really for this set. There's not as much, actually there is, I completely forgot the interior. There is an interior. I was going to say there wasn't, but there is. There you can see this, which of course is the casual 2x3 that you get quite a lot. And that's sort of like, if you wanted a bit of a POV shot, hang on, if I can hold it, there you go. That is sort of a POV shot of like being in the, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's really cool. And of course, moving on over to like the front area of this where they sit, which then taking a look at the little gear sticks in here, it looks pretty awesome. I have to admit, I like the look of that. So yeah, I really like the little interior. It looks cool. Like I said, the gear sticks look cool. You got the control panel here, the keyboard, which looks great. And then you got like the seats. And it's sort of disappointing that seriously, they could have fit at least a few more chairs. So we got one here. We easily could have had at least another chair. Like, it's annoying that they didn't bother with that. Like, it's kind of irritating. Like, I get that they don't really use that many seats, but it'd still be great. Like, I guess you might hit their head, but no, I don't know. Hang on, let's have a look. So if we got Zane here, okay, I was wrong. Clearly, there is a reason why they did that. That sort of makes more sense. But yeah, that honestly is just such a like cool thing. It's a really cool interior, I have to admit, because I think the thing that I like about it is quite different in like the way it goes up and then it pretty much completely seals off. So yeah, I think it's really well done, and that is the NinjaCopter, which honestly is just such a well done set. So there we have it. I hope you did enjoy this review, and overall I think it's an incredible set. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a great set. Again, that little gap might have been nice to fill in with something in the back there, and these do fall off apart, and like there is definitely some issue with the technique for me. I find it's hard to get it all to go perfectly straight with each other. It's quite hard, but taking that aside, aesthetically it's a great model. So due to all of that, I can't, like, if I did ratings, I would give it a 10 out of 10 aesthetically, but including the play features, it would have to go, I don't know, down to like a 6.5, 6.8, due to the fact it's just such a rough like cut, I guess, of Technic. It just never sits right. I've never had it like perfect. Maybe it's just my model. Maybe I've got some errors with my pieces, but still, it's kind of annoying that I've never. And these side builds are great. Like, I get that they use quite a few pieces, and this is a £50 set, so I guess these maybe cost about £5 to £10, or maybe £8, somewhere in the middle there. But yeah, honestly, I think it's great though, like taking away the flaws. Aesthetically, I think it's a great set. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this review, and now I'm gonna go and eat some food. So thank you all for watching this video, and until tomorrow's video, I'll see you there. Bye for now.